A lot of hard work, a lot of patience, determination. You deal with the ups and the downs and how they come. But yeah, basically hard work and patience is what has kept me doing what I love to do.
All right, everyone, welcome to Hearn on the Map with Jamichael Deshawn. This is Jamichael, and I am so fortunate to interview this international basketball star that I've known for probably most of my life because his nephew was my classmate in elementary school. He's an international basketball star. He's a total league MVP twice, four times, total league finals MVP twice in Luxembourg. He's a University of Arkansas Monticello graduate. He is a Hearne High School graduate in 2002. He's a PE teacher, a husband, a father of two daughters. And based on my research, I hear he's a Luxembourg legend. So I assume he's a Hearn legend too, because how can he be a legend over there and not be a legend over here as well?
Right.
And so I'm so fortunate to have Billy McDaniel. Billy, thank you for being here.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So the first question I want to ask you is, what is your Hearn background, and what was it like growing up in Hearn?
Coming from a small town, you know everybody. I mean, you know all the teachers at your schools. You know which teachers not to misbehave around because you know the teachers from Hearn. They know your parents really good, but love coming from Hearn. Can't complain about it at all. I mean, still in touch with all of my friends from back in school. So Hearn is where the heart is always.
How was it like? I'm curious of, what the community was like in Hearn, because I didn't know this until earlier this year that your father, Mr. Billy Ray McDaniel, was the mayor. So that's a different Hearn from what Hearn is today. So I'm curious of what was life like in Hearn back then for you?
Well, I mean, I was young. I was young when my dad was a mayor. I think he served 2 terms, but I mean, Hearn is still like I remember back then. You have those people around town, like different men around town, and like you got to show respect to them when you see them. That's kind of like how my daddy was. So I'll always remember that. I'll always remember that growing up, but still miss it. Still miss it.
Yeah. I'm curious. Did you ever feel like there was? Well, how old were you when he was the mayor, and was there did you feel like there was any pressure being the mayor's son?
I think I was too young, man, to feel any type of pressure.
Yeah.
Being the mayor's son, because as a kid, I was just being a kid.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really worried about the pressures that may come with being the son of a mayor or anything like that. Maybe if I was older, it would have been a little bit different. But when I was younger, that young, I was in elementary.
The video I saw is on C-SPAN, and it said that I was like, I didn't know Mr. McDaniel was the mayor. That was like 92 when he was at the White House. Yeah. So how old were you then?
I was 8 then. I was born in 84. So
you were 8 and I was just born. I think me and Manny were born in May, so of that year.
Yeah, he was May.
Yeah, I was born in May. What's your birthday?
May 28th.
Mine is May 24th.
Wow.
So we Gemini. Wait, and I think you and Franny have the same birthday, right?
Yeah, born the same day, 3 years apart.
That's crazy. Okay, Team Gemini.
Yeah.
Are there any lessons that you remember from your dad, or that you from his life and being with him that you took away from him?
I mean, what I remember most was he was nice to everyone, always showed respect. So that was kind of like the main thing that he preached to Franny and I, just be respectful, respect adults. Life will take you a long way from that. That's mainly what I remember.
Respect does go a long way.
Yeah.
I love that. So from her, you graduated in 2002 and you went to University of Arkansas, Monticello. How can you tell us a bit about what that experience was like? And then how did you get to Germany and then to Luxembourg?
Right. So shout out to Robert White, man. Robert White, he was the one who drove Keegan Garrett and then another friend from Brian. He drove us up there in March of 2002 to
Uh-huh.
Monticello. He's roommates. He was college roommates with the head coach up there. So he drove us up there. We had a tryout. He gave me a scholarship. So I was up there from 2002 to 2006. So he stayed there 4 years. Did okay. I was college All American. My senior year, we lost in the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament.
Uh-huh.
So had a few agents contacted me about playing ball overseas, which I never knew anything about
Uh-huh.
before then. The agents it was like 4 or 5 agents who would contact me saying, "Yeah, you may have a chance to go pro."
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up choosing this guy from North Carolina that I never met. He just seemed like the best guy to me, so I rode with him. He sent me to Iran my first year in 2006. So 06, '07, I was in Iran for 9 or 10 months, somewhere around there. Originally didn't plan on playing ball too long overseas because I always wanted to go back to Hearn and teach and coach, you know. But
You can always still
with that,
come.
I know what I know. So
I'm
then
just joking.
that
I'm just joking.
following, no, it's all good. It's all good. So then that following year, I went to Germany and eventually met my wife. When you meet the love of your life and life happens, plans change. So we've been in Luxembourg since 2008. Well, long time now. Started teaching in 2016. So teaching the daytime, play basketball at night. So basically, it all started with basketball. And then like basketball basically
Hmm.
paved the way for me, and I just took a hold of it and never stopped. I haven't stopped yet.
Yeah, you going into your 16th year right now?
Going into my 16th year, man. 37 years
Wow.
old.
Wow. From Hearne, Texas, 16 years playing international basketball. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a dream. I'm curious of like, because I don't know if you know, but I was in Europe the same time that you were there.
Yeah.
From
I was following.
from 2015 to 2017, I should have took a flight to come to Luxembourg. I never did. But I know it was a big culture shock for me when I first went to Italy for the first time. So, but I didn't know you went to Iran. Can you tell me, like, what was it like flying internationally for the first time? I know I cried on my first flight going.
No, I didn't know what to expect. I was hyped because I was going to play ball, which was always my dream, but I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So the agent that I told you about from North Carolina, I flew from Houston to Washington D.C. and I met him there, and then he flew with me from D.C. to London, and we went London straight to Iran. But talk about culture shock, man! Like up until that point, I had only ever seen Texas and Arkansas. And then the agent tells me like, "Oh, you got a contract offer in Iran." So I was reluctant to go at first, talk it over with my mom, my family, and things like that, because it is in the Middle East. But once I was there, it was cool. I mean, we had a translator that was with us 24/7. Basically, lived in the house with us. It was me, a guy from North Carolina. We had the same agent player from North Carolina, and then a guy from the Bahamas who was also there. So it was three foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically in the house all day besides practice. We practiced 2-3 times a day, so it was tough, man. I was 21, 22, so wake up early in the morning, practice,
Mm-hmm.
back to the house, rest up, lift weights for lunchtime, go back to the house and rest, and then go practice again at night. So that was basically the schedule for 9 or 10 months, and I ran so it was good. It was good. I'm glad I got to experience it.
Yeah. I didn't know actually earlier this year, I've been listening to like Kobe Bryant talk about his workouts from like maybe 4 o'clock in the morning for 4 or 5 hours, then do his thing and then go back to it for a couple more hours, then take a break. That's intense.
Yeah, man. Once I got to college, you start those morning workouts. Then you go to class, then you rest up, then you go back to practice. So we were doing those 2 days in college already.
Mm-hmm.
I was used to it already, but once you get to the professional level, it goes up even another notch. It's just a part of the game.
Yeah, yeah. What does, if somebody had not, I mean, what do you think that someone from a small town should be prepared for to to travel internationally and play ball?
I would say, just have an open mind, because look at me. I'm from Hearne. I went to Iran for 9 months. I just had an open mind to everything, trying food, different things like that. I mean, just an open mind. That's all I would say. Like, I didn't think I would end up going to college in Arkansas, Monticello, but after my dad passed, Robert White started looking out for me and told me, like, if I didn't get any school offers that I liked, then he would always look out for me, and he came through on his word, took us up there. So just open minded to whatever life throws at you, because it's gonna happen. You got to be prepared for it and take it how it comes.
That's good. That's good. I mean, you already getting me close to what I want to ask about later, about like people in the community stepping up, and that's crazy how he played a key role in helping you.
Big time part. He did. Can't thank him enough for it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. So now you went to Iran, you went to Germany for a year, and then you went to Luxembourg. First, tell me what Luxembourg is, because to be honest, I had to look up. I'm like, where is Luxembourg? I didn't even know Luxembourg was a country when I was like, is that a part of Germany?
Same thing I told my agent. I'm like, Luxembourg, it's a city in Germany. Right? He's like, no, it's his own country. But so my wife Leah, she's from Germany. But I played in Germany, and actually played against the coach. I played against the coach who brought me to Luxembourg following me. He was a German guy, so I played against him. I had a pretty good game against him, so he offered me a contract for the next season, and that's how I got to Luxembourg. But basically, Luxembourg is a small country with, I think it's about roughly around 650,000 people in the entire country. So it's basically like a major city, to be honest. So it's between Germany, Belgium, and France.
Okay.
West Germany. I mean, it's just like Germany to me. Yeah, it's its own country.
So for people listening or watching, you may have to go look at the map to find Luxembourg. Pretty much.
Yeah, look at the map. It's real small between Germany and France, basically, and Belgium. So.
Wow, that's crazy. So what did I consider you a success, having played in this league, the total league, for 16 years and being an MVP. What did it take to be a successful international athlete? I would say star. And I read this article, I think, and they interviewed you and you said lead by example too, as well. So I'm like, what did it take for you to get to where you are now?
Yeah, I would say I'm blessed. I'm 6'5". I'm tall, but I mean, it's not like the tallest basketball player. I mean, I'm blessed with height. Got a pretty good jump shot that I can rely on, But a lot of hard work. I put in a lot of work in the gym. Can't even remember when I started playing basketball back in little dribblers back in Hearne. But a lot of hard work, a lot of patience, determination. You can deal with the ups and the downs and how they come. But yeah, basically hard work and patience is what has kept me doing what I love to
do. Hard work and patience. I still need that myself. Okay. I'm now. Do you know what's the language in Luxembourg?
It's Luxembourgish. They have three languages that they consider national languages. So Luxembourgish, German. My wife is German, so it's easy for her, and then French. So they have their own language, which is Luxembourgish, and then they have
Uh-huh.
German, and then they have French. So a basic Luxembourgish person, they can speak Luxembourgish, French, German, English, like with ease. They can switch between sentences like it's nothing. You know?
That's
It's
true.
crazy. Crazy.
When I was in Italy, most of my friends, the bare minimum is 3 languages.
Yeah,
Like in Europe.
yeah. It's crazy to even imagine. Like my daughters, they're 7 and 5, so they speak German because mom is German. They speak English to daddy, and then when they go to school, they speak Luxembourg. So it's
Wow.
crazy. It
And I'm
is
sure they're gonna study another language, coming up too.
probably. Yeah, I mean they'll do French. They'll do French later in school. She's doing German and French now, and then they'll do English. So she should be well prepared for that.
That's crazy. Do you know Luxembourgish or Germany fluently?
No, not fluently at all. I mean, I always get a lot of backlash about that too because I've been here for so long.
How do you say hello in Luxembourgish?
Moyen.
Moyen. Okay. What about in German?
That's hollow.
Hallo. Wow.
Yeah.
I was curious because when I was in, many people from where we from that don't speak multiple languages. Some people are like, I don't even want to speak Spanish or something,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But for me, when I was in Italy, I got to a point where because I had to learn the language for the classes that I was taking. So I got to a point where my dreams, I was dreaming in Italian. When I did that, I was like, what? Speaking, I know another language.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
That's a gift that your children are going to be fluent in at least 4 languages by the time that they're grown. So that's what's up. What is it like being a parent for you? Being a parent, a teacher, an athlete?
Yeah. It's nice, man. I mean, basically, time management is huge. Go to work every day from 8 to 3:30. Come home and see my girls for a while, my wife. And practice starts later because the local Luxembourg players, they're not professional, so all of them have their own jobs, so they basically work. So basketball practice starts 8:30 over here, so it gives me time after work to
At
spend
30
time
at
with my
night?
family. Yeah, 8:30 at night. We practice from 8:30 until 10 at night. Then shower up, get home. Usually get home like at 11, and then quick little bite to eat, go to sleep, and wake up for work in the morning.
Wow, that's
And
intense.
it's a full day. It is. So time management is huge.
Y'all hear that? Time management.
Yeah.
Now I want to bring it back to thinking about, let's say somebody is raising a single mother or a single father or 2 parents are raising a young Billy in Hearn or a small town. What type of support at home or outside of home do you think that they need to be Billy McDaniel?
Oh yeah, well they don't have to be Billy, but yeah. It starts at home. Parents, it's very important in my opinion for parents to install into their children responsibility. Like be responsible for yourself even at an early age. Be willing to listen. Be willing to listen to people. I mean, especially adults, whether it's teachers or older people in the community. Be able to be. My coaches always told me be coachable. So that's what I always try to do. Listen, be teachable, be coachable, be behavior. That's always very big thing. And then hard work from there.
Yeah. Be teachable, be coachable. That resonates so much for me because even in my work as an actor, it's like if can't nobody direct you, it's hard for you to can't do nothing. It
doesn't really matter how talented you are if you're not listening to who you need to listen to. We all gotta listen to somebody.
Right. And it's like if people can't work with you, then you lose out on the job.
Mm-hmm. That's life.
Wow, that's good. So Mr. McDaniel, he I don't know if he was the first black mayor of Hearn. Somebody may have to fact check me on that, but he was he?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I think so. I think so. Yeah.
They did you know they named the building after him here in Hearn?
Yeah, my mama sent me a few pictures. She was out there posing in front of it.
I didn't know that. I was like, are we gonna have a ceremony or something?
I don't know, but I think they kept it kind of low key.
Oh, okay. What do you think would be his dream for today, for the Hearn community?
He loved her so much, man. But just to see her prosper, seeing it, I'm sure seeing it saved, seeing the schools doing what they're supposed to do. He was a big time her. He used to drive me all the games. Didn't matter where it was. Me and my dad, we were going football, basketball season. I was at all the games growing up. He loved her, so I'm sure he wanted to see her doing good, continuing to make progress, whatever. I mean, whatever capacity that could be. Just seeing it progress on.
That's good. I feel like that's every Hearn person's dream. Just like keep improving, keep progressing, keep getting better. Hearn is a beautiful community. All right, so now I've gotten down to the fast five. Where I'm going to ask you a series of 5 questions, and you can respond to them as quick as you possibly can. Some it may take you a bit longer.
Okay.
So the first one is, who was your favorite teacher in school growing up?
Oh, that's tough. Because I'm telling you, my 6th grade year, man, we had so many of those Hearn teachers. So my Billy McDaniel, Miss Washington, Miss Mitchell. That 6th grade class, they were legendary. We had unbelievable teachers. All from Hearn too.
I hear about that crew all the time. Everybody talk about that 6th grade year.
Yeah, that 6th grade year was unbelievable, man. I mean, I loved it. But favorite teacher, that's tough. I had some good ones. Miss Jones at high school, she was a lot of fun. Miss O'Neill at high school.
Hey, Stella.
We had some good teachers, man. We
did. Good. Okay, I'll let you those multiple teachers.
Let me slide with them. Yeah.
I'll let you slide. What do you like most about being from Hearn? That's number 2.
What I like most about being from Hearn, wherever you're from, you're gonna always be proud of it. But back then, I'm sure it's still the same way now. Hearn, they always stuck together. I mean, through the good and the bad. I mean, that's what I love most about Hearn. Hearn will always stick together no matter what.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is. I guess that's togetherness. Because if you're from Hearn, you're from Hearn, and everybody knows it. So.
Yeah. Togetherness, Hearn. All right, I love that, sticking together. This next one may be a little hard for you. Who was a top male athlete of the 2000s? From 2000 to 2009. I know you may not be able to know people like in a later decade, but who would you think?
Top athlete?
Yeah, male athlete.
Male athlete. Can I choose 2? Can I take 2? My classmates. He won state, so that's easy.
Okay. Hearne?
He was like, Hearne was he set the bar. Like he probably still, I'm sure he still has the 100 record. He was good. And then Keegan Garrett, I mean, they won state. My sophomore year. So they unbelievable athletes back then. And you win state, I mean, you really doing something.
I don't think that's happened since.
Probably not. So E and Key for me, they got it done.
Okay. Hearne and Kevin Garrett. All right. Yeah. Number 4. What's the coolest country that you've traveled to?
Coolest country. We just came back from Greece. We were on the mainland. We were on the island of Crete. It was beautiful. I mean, I had never seen anything like it. My wife she had Bulgarian. Mm-hmm. So we usually go there for the summer. And Bulgaria is really nice. But man, when we saw Greece, wow. This is nice. So I think Greece is the most.
Greece. Okay, I got to book me a trip to Greece next.
Yeah. Crete. We went to the island. Go to the island of Crete. It was nice.
Crete, Creed.
No, Crete.
Oh, Crete. Crete.
Yeah.
All right, Crete.
My bad.
No, it's okay. I should have known what that is. Last fast five question. What's the best season that you've had in the past 16 years and why?
Ooh, best season, I would say my last season in Science, it was 2018. It was the best because the coach was leaving, and a few of the players retired. So we won the championship and the cup. So we won the double.
Mm-hmm.
Won every trophy that we could win that year. So that's why it was special to me because it was we won the three-peat, MVP, Finals MVP, all of that. So it was just special because winning the three-peat was probably the hardest thing we ever done. So yeah, that was special in 2018.
Good, 2018. All right. So I guess my final question outside of the Fast Five is, and you already did this, but if you want to elaborate, if you can give a shout out to another person from Hearn who that you think is also putting Hearn on the map, who would that be? And this could be someone that inspires you or you just want to give love to.
Man, my Uncle Bubba, he always had real deep conversations with him growing up. Ray McDaniel, he was a principal when I was at Blackshear, superintendent when I was in high school. So he definitely is someone you can look up to back then. Robert White, mentioned his name a few times, what he did for me in my life, looking out for me like that. So many people in Hearn, man. Robert was also our summer league coach in the summertime, taking us to different places, different tournaments to play. So, yeah.
Wow.
Robert White. So many people doing positive things, man. Mike blew over the scene. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Where's Mike?
Who?
Mike. Where's Mike Blue?
I want to say, I'm guessing Mike. Singapore. I need to go reach out and see. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Coming from small town and traveling like that.
Yeah. That's good. Robert White, he coached. Did you know he coached I think that was 2019 when they went to the state championship?
Yeah, I watched the game on the computer and everything. I had my t-shirt, my mama sent me a t-shirt over and everything. I was watching my t-shirt on.
Wow. I actually was in New York and I was listening to it.
Yeah, I watched it. That's cool though to go to the state.
Yeah, and he's still here serving every year as assistant coach. So thank you, Robert White. Thank you, Mr. McDaniel. I think that's it. That's anything else that you like to share?
No, I mean, I think we covered a lot. We did our thing, so it's all good.
Cool. Well, Billy, I want to say I'm super grateful to have you and all of the inspiration that you shared and all of the inspiration that you're doing right now. Like, hell, if it had not been for you living in Europe, I might not have gotten the courage to go to study in Europe or something. So, but people are watching and we're rooted for you to keep succeeding. So thank you again for joining us on Hearn on the Map.
No problem. I hope I did all right for you, man.
Thank you so much for watching Hearn on the Map. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you could do me a favor, please write one thing that you liked about the video in the comment section. Other than that, if you could subscribe, comment, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.